Assalamualaikum and hello to my panel, Dr. Hariri, and my supervisor, Dr. Nur Hayati. My name is Amira binti Hamzah. Today, I will present my final year project titled The Impact of Sustainable Packaging in Manufacturing Warehouse on Customer Satisfaction in Johor. Let's begin with the introduction. Nowadays, sustainability is no longer a trend, it is a requirement. Companies across industry are pressured to reduce their environmental impact as people become more aware of climate change, pollution, and resource scarcity. Packaging is one of the primary areas where sustainability can be effectively applied. Although most people only consider packaging to be what they see on the shelf, sustainable practices begin much earlier, especially in the manufacturing warehouse. At this point, businesses must make important choices regarding waste management, design, and material that can significantly reduce their environmental impact. This study focused on the upstream packaging practices that are frequently overlooked. Since today's customer value ethical and environmental friendly business practices, in addition to the product quality, it is crucial to comprehend how this sustainable choice impact customer satisfaction. Next is background of the study. The rapid expansion of international trade and industrialization has raised major environmental concern, particularly regarding waste and resource depletion. Packaging, which is necessary for storage and delivery but has traditionally been focused on function like protecting goods rather than sustainability, is one of the most significant contributor. However, businesses are currently being forced to reconsider their packaging strategies throughout the whole supply chain, including the warehouse stage, due to growing environmental consciousness. By using recyclable, biodegradable, or reusable material, sustainable packaging seek to lower emission and resource consumption. These include the use of environmentally friendly materials, reusable container, or efficient storage technique in manufacturing warehouse. These changes benefit the environment while also lowering costs and improving operational efficiency. And from the customer's perspective, packaging is frequently associating with the sustainable practices with satisfaction and trust, particularly in market that place a high value on environmental responsibility. And however, the majority of the research remain focused on product packaging and branding rather than the upstream packaging in warehouses. So this study aimed to investigate how sustainable packaging practices in warehouse impact brand perception and also customer satisfaction. There are 5 problem statements. Firstly, there are crucial choice regarding packaging material. While options exist, selecting the right sustainable material that are both effective and economical remain a challenge. Secondly, a significant barrier is that businesses may hesitate to invest in eco-friendly packaging materials and technology. This hesitation often stems from a perceived highest cost and also a lack of understanding regarding the long-term benefit. Thirdly, a key gap I identify is that customers are not aware of sustainable practices in manufacturing warehouse. If a customer don't know about this effort, how can they impact their satisfaction? And also, the COVID-19 pandemic has made it out even more urgent for companies to adopt sustainable practices and responsible operation. And lastly, is that there is a lack of localized research, especially in Johor. The majority of current research focus on a wider range, missing regional differences in consumer or customer perception and business practices. The purpose of this study is to close this particular research gap. To address this problem, my study is guided by 3 specific research questions and also objective. The first research question asks, how does the use of sustainable packaging in manufacturing warehouse affect customer satisfaction in terms of product quality, safety, and usability in Johor? This directly lead to my first objective to analyze how sustainable packaging practices in manufacturing warehouse influence customer satisfaction in terms of product quality, safety, and usability in Johor. I want to understand the tangible impact. The second research question focuses on the customer mindset. What are customer perception and expectation to environmentally friendly packaging? This translates into the second objective to examine the customer perception and reference regarding sustainable packaging by understanding what customers think and expect. And the third research question delves into a deeper outcome. What sustainable packaging characteristics have the most influence on customer loyalty, and it corresponding with the third research objective, which is to identify the key sustainability factors in packaging that contribute to brand loyalty and customer trust. This can help to identify the most impactful element for a long-term customer relationship. It is important to define the boundaries of this study through its scope and limitation. The research is focused on Johor, Malaysia. It focuses on customers who interact with product package using sustainable practices in manufacturing warehouse. There are some limitations as the sample size is 165 respondents and the study only looked at customer-facing impact. It does not measure the entire environmental life cycle, nor does it apply to all industry in Malaysia. However, it provides insightful information about how warehouse practices relate to customer satisfaction. The literature review begins by exploring the core concepts that define this study, which are sustainability, packaging, and also customer satisfaction. Sustainability is understood as the practice of meeting current needs without compromising future generation. In the context of packaging, this includes using biodegradable, recyclable, reusable, or minimal material that reduce environmental harm. Packaging also play a critical role in the supply chain, especially in manufacturing warehouse where it affects logistic efficiency, material usage, or even product damage rate. Importantly, packaging is not just functional but it also communicates a company's value. And because of that, from the customer's point of view, packaging can shape how they perceive product quality, company responsibility, and environmental commitment. Studies have shown that many customers are becoming more eco-conscious and expect the companies they support to reflect those values through sustainable packaging choices. I use the expectation confirmation theory, or known as ECT, to guide this research. ECT proposed that customer satisfaction results from the comparison between what a customer expects and what they actually experience. If the performance of a product meet or exceed expectation, satisfaction occurs. Applied to this study, the theory helped to explain how customers develop satisfaction when sustainable packaging practices, especially in warehouse operation that align with their environmental value. For example, if a customer expect a company to use recyclable material and discovered that the product was indeed packaged responsibly, their perception on the product improved. Literature also indicate that such alignment between values and experiences can strengthen trust, loyalty, and repeat purchases, especially among younger consumers like Gen Z and Millennials, who are more likely to make purchasing decisions based on the sustainability. This is the research framework I developed. The independent variables include 3 key attributes of sustainable packaging, which are the use of eco-friendly material, the overall packaging efficiency, and warehouse packaging practices. The dependent variable is customer satisfaction, which reflects how customer feels after interacting with the product and packaging. This framework serves as the foundation for the questionnaire design, data analysis, and also hypothesis testing. It allowed the study to systematically explore which aspect of warehouse level packaging that have the strongest influence on how customers perceive and value the brand. Moving into the methodology, I selected a robust approach to answer the research question. For research design, I adopted a quantitative and explanatory approach. This means that the study focused on identifying and explaining the relationship between the variables, which are sustainable packaging and also customer satisfaction. And my primary data collection method is a survey method utilizing a cross-sectional questionnaire distributed online primarily through Google Form. This allowing efficiently collect data on perception, expectation, and also satisfaction from a diverse group of respondents. Regarding the research location, the study's target group consists of customers in Johor Bahru who have experience interacting with products that involve manufacturing warehouse packaging. This ensures that the respondents can provide relevant insight. I aim for a sample size of 165 respondents, which is statistically significant for the analysis. Let's elaborate on the data collection and analysis method. For data collection, I am utilizing primary data. This is gathered through the questionnaire, which employ a 5-point Likert scale to measure responses. The questionnaire is structured into sections covering demographics, specific sustainable packaging attributes, and also overall customer satisfaction. And for my secondary data, to enrich my understanding and provide context, I am utilizing academic resources from platforms like Google Scholar, Science Direct, Emerald Insight, and also ResearchGate. For data analysis, my primary tool is SPSS. Then I will be performing several key statistical tests like Pearson correlation analysis to determine the strength and direction of my linear relationship between the variables. And for regression analysis to understand how much sustainable packaging dimension can predict customer satisfaction. And lastly, reliability test or known as Cromba Alpha to ensure the internal consistency and reliability of the questionnaire construct. All of these analysis will allow me to truly test my hypothesis. Based on the literature and also the research framework, the study expect a positive correlation between sustainable packaging practices and also customer satisfaction. It is anticipated that customers will respond more positively to products that are packaged with eco-friendly material and efficient, minimalistic packaging method. Packaging efficiency such as reduced waste and better handling is also expected to influence customer perception of product quality. Furthermore, warehouse-level sustainable practices also like reusable container and eco-labeling may enhance brand image and build trust. Overall, the findings are expected to highlight that sustainability at the warehouse stage contributes significantly to how customers value and also view a brand. In conclusion, I would say that this study highlights that sustainable packaging in manufacturing warehouse is not just an operational concern, but it has the real impact on how customers perceive and evaluate a brand. While most research focus on product-facing packaging, this study shifts the attention upstream to the warehouse, where key packaging decisions are made. By adopting eco-friendly material, improving packaging efficiency, and also warehouse packaging practices, companies can reduce their environmental footprint while also building customer satisfaction and loyalty. These findings aim to provide manufacturers with a clearer understanding of how their internal sustainability practices align with external customer expectations. As customers become more environmentally conscious, companies that invest in green packaging even at the backer stage are more likely to gain trust, stand out in a competitive market, and also strengthen long-term relationship with their customer. I think that's all from me. Thank you.